Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today, Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Back with another episode. And I thank y'all once again for tuning in. If you can't tell by my tone, which I'm not trying to sound like this, it's just how I feel. You just tuned in for some doom and gloom. So, I would suggest you go and leave now. If you don't want to hear what I'm about to tell you. I remember a couple of years ago, each day that I would achieve something or had something in mind that I wanted to achieve, I felt optimistic. I felt hopeful. I had another dream that I was trying to accomplish. I gave myself something else to look forward to. Before I had my own truck, I used to dream about having my own truck. I would look forward, even though I didn't have it, didn't know how I was going to get it, didn't have the money or the credit at the time. I still had a dream. And I felt like I was going to accomplish that dream. I felt optimistic, even though nothing at the time said that I was going to have my own truck, except the fact that I believed it up here. Because I was in a world, I was in a country to where anything was possible for anybody that was willing to put forth the work to make it happen. Anything possible. And I was willing to put forth the work. Fast forward, lo and behold, I end up with my own truck. Just like I believed I would. Just like I felt optimistic about. Just like I felt hopeful about, it came to pass. But I was in an environment where it was okay to hope. It was okay to be optimistic. Because there was nothing going on at the time to say otherwise. But that has changed dramatically. Drastically has changed. Now, there's still some things I want to accomplish. Some dreams that I have, some hopes, some aspirations. And I know once I set my mind on something, no matter how big it is, I'm going to achieve it, right? But not anymore. As of right now, I'm not, even though I got these big dreams, I'm on the verge, probably Friday, this Friday, next Friday, going to buy another truck. Everything already worked out. Even with the other truck in my hand, I'm still not feeling hopeful and optimistic about these dreams that I have coming true. My plans coming to fruition. We're no longer in an environment, in an atmosphere where it's okay to still hope and have ambitions and dreams. To be optimistic. Nah, big boy, you're supposed to be optimistic. You're supposed to be hopeful. You're supposed to keep up. Yeah, you do. But someone else outside of you have put some things in mix, put some things in motion outside of your control that's going to interfere with your hopes and dreams and your aspirations. Some people outside of you, without your permission, without even checking with you first, or doing some things right now to where all your hopes and dreams don't mean nothing to them. What you had planned, what you wanted to do for the future, for you and your children. It means nothing to them. They got something else in mind. Complete and utter control. So much so, they're willing to do anything to obtain it. Some people want to run the world, want to rule the world, want to own the world like God. Even though God owns it, you got some people, they want to own it. It belongs to them, not God. So therefore, it leaves people like me and you that once upon a time were able to dream and have hopes and ambitions. And if we put it into work, we can achieve those dreams. But now you can't. Why not, Big Boy? I'm still willing to work hard. Because you won't have a world left pretty soon if their plans come to fruition. You won't have a world to live out your dreams in. Joe Biden authorized Ukraine to use our supplied long-range missiles to shoot into Russia. And Ukraine just did it. Ukraine, on its own, don't stand a chance against Russia. So for them to be able to still be battling with Russia, Russia knows they got outside interference in their family business. Someone, you having a family dispute, some outsiders have butted in to your family business. How you feel about that? You wouldn't like that, would you? But Russia don't like it either. You have a brother that having a conflict with someone. And someone supplies the person that your brother having a conflict with weapons to destroy your brother that they didn't have at first. Someone that ain't got nothing to do with your brother and his person's conflict, they butt in and help somebody harm your brother. How would you feel about that? That's what we doing as Americans. Joe Biden is the Manchurian president. Did y'all see the movie Manchurian Candidate? Well, the president was being controlled there's no way Joe Biden thinks it's a good idea for the rest of the world, for world peace, to interfere with what Russia and Ukraine got going on. Two neighbors arguing and fighting amongst each other. How does Joe Biden think it's a good idea for the rest of the world to get in that? When it can be secluded right there in that little area, let them handle that. But no, we got to get in it for whatever reason. That don't make no sense. Ukraine is not important to the well-being of the rest of the world. It's not. Once upon a time, America only got involved in stuff that benefited them in a good way. Our national interest, or whatever you call it. Russia overtaking Ukraine don't affect us at all. You know why? Did y'all not know Ukraine was once part of Russia when it was called the USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic? At one time, Russia was a superpower, which they're trying to get back to now. They still ain't far from it. They still got nukes and all that stuff, right? But we overtook them as the world's only superpower, other than like China trying to get there. But we the only superpower. At least we was, but we not anymore, but we won't admit it. We weak as hell right now because of wokeness. I talked about that yesterday. So Russia taking Ukraine back is not going to affect the world no more than it did when Ukraine was already a part of Russia. How did it affect us then? It didn't. The world did not come to an end when Ukraine was officially a part of Russia at one time. The USSR, they crumbled. I'm giving y'all a history lesson. They failed. So just imagine the United States. We fall apart, say like the Civil War. We fall apart. And you have states like, say, California decide, hey, we don't want to be part of the United States no more. After we done failed, we went through some financial bankruptcy, what have you. So we're not as strong as we was, so we're not United States no more. We still the United States, but instead of 50 states, we only have 47. We ain't got 50 no more. 3 of them broke away. But they still on our land. Just say, for instance, California break away from the United States for whatever reason. California didn't get up and move itself. It's still sitting right there at the border of the United States. It's just not a part of the United States no more. Okay? Follow me. This is the beef between Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine still, even though they're not a part of Russia no more, they still, the landmass is still where it always been. They didn't move. Ukraine didn't pick up and move over here next to us. They still right next door to what they used to be a part of, Russia. Ukraine decided it wanted to be a part of NATO. Russia said, you can't be a part of NATO. Because if you be a part of NATO, that's going to put our national security in jeopardy. Because if you become a part of NATO, that would allow the United States and other NATO countries to move their missiles into your country, which would be on our borders. If Ukraine joined NATO, the United States will be able to put their missiles on Russia's border. They're not going for that. We wouldn't go for it. Would we go for it if California wasn't part of the United States no more? And they decided they want to join NATO or some other, they want to join Russia and China. They want to align with China and Russia and North Korea. California broke away from the United States, but they still where they are. But they decide they want to join forces with Russia. We tell California you can't do that. Because if you do, that's going to allow Russia to put their missiles on our border. Russia will have their missiles in California. It won't be in the United States because California is not part of the United States anymore. They're their own sovereign nation, California, which was once part of the United States. So the United States tell California, if you allow Russia, if you join Russia in any kind of way, even if you act like you want to join them, we're going to invade you. And California decided to do it anyway. Thought we were just bluffing, and we invaded California. The United States invaded where it used to be a part of it, California. Because California broke loose from us and decided they were going to join forces with our enemies. and allow our enemies to put their weapons right on our border. We wasn't going to go for that with California. Russia ain't going for it with Ukraine. That's what Ukraine tried to do. Ukraine and Russia have been separated for years. Russia didn't invade them. Why did they invade them now? I'm telling you why. They warned Ukraine, if you do this, we're going to do this. And Ukraine did it anyway. And us egging them on. Instigate, go do it. We got your back. Don't worry about Russia. Go do it. Talk them into doing it because we had ulterior motives with the rest of the world. The end, the letters we talking about, the end, you can't say on here. We use Ukraine as a puppet. They didn't even know they were being used. We tricked them into bucking Russia, and they got invaded, which gives us permission now to help our ally. We fighting for Ukraine. We trying to save Ukraine. For what? What's so important about Ukraine to us? Since when has Ukraine been important to the grand scheme of things? Never. Except they're part of another diabolical plan that if you don't look deep into it, you won't even see it. You're missing it right there in front of your eyes. You stuck on some liberal crap. Trump's a racist type stuff. Y'all didn't vote for Kamala because you misogynist and you don't want a woman. You stuck on that. You overlooking the grand scheme of things. Kamala, it wasn't about her. It was about her party, her platform, or her agenda, who she's a part of. The people behind the scenes who behind her is what we voted against. Y'all couldn't see past her. That's why they put her out there for y'all. You couldn't see past what she was hiding from y'all. When y'all try to look around her, she'll block you where you can't see what the agenda really was. World domination. One world government. People like me knew this. That's one of the reasons I want Trump in office. He's against that. I want to be able to hope and dream again for my future, not be worried about being caught up in a world war. Because the Democrat Party is part of the globalists. They're not nationalists. They're not America first. They're globalists. Trump is a nationalist. And the only one, maybe other than 2 or 3 other people in our entire government, that's America first. They're not with the world agenda, trying to make the world one. Russia is fighting against that. They're not fighting against us, the American people. They're fighting against our government that's not doing what the American people want them to do. Russia don't have a problem with us, the American people. But what we'll end up being is collateral damage. Because the people we put in power to represent us are not actually doing what we put in power to do. They got their own thing to do. They ain't worried about what we want. We don't want no, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, as an American citizen, you don't want no WW3. You don't want that. I don't care how much you love Kamala. You don't want no world war. I know you don't. And that's what people like me trying to tell y'all, this is what it's really all about. It ain't about the first black woman. It ain't about none of that, y'all. It's deeper than that. You got to think and look out there amongst the horizon to see what this thing is really about. We're being played. So therefore, by me knowing this, it keeps me sad. It keeps me depressed. It keeps me not looking forward like I once did. I can get I'm gonna get the truck anyway just because. And I'm not even happy about it. I decided to buy me a new truck, y'all. I'm not even happy about it. You can say congratulations, thank you, but I'm not even. Will we even be looking at the same skyline 6 months from now? Or will it be burnt orange? This is not for the sake of just making the video for views. This is really going on. Ukraine really just shot, y'all probably ain't paying no attention, they really just shot missiles into Russia. What you think Russia gonna do? Who you think Russia gonna blame for giving Ukraine something they didn't have? The ones who gave it to them, us. Well, not us, our government. We wasn't down with that. We didn't okay that. They did it anyway. Anybody with common sense, no, that's a bad move. Joe Biden did it anyway. Well, the shell that looks like Joe Biden, but we don't know what's in here using the control, the joystick. I sound crazy, I know, but I won't sound crazy much longer. If you want to still hope and dream, go ahead. I'm just trying to, just hipping you up on reality. Now, knowing this reality, feel free to still have hopes and dreams. I'm not going to, because it's not a good feeling to not have hopes and dreams. I've always said, what is a man without a dream? So I encourage you to go ahead and still hope and dream. But I'm also hitting you with a dose of reality of what them people doing without our permission. Decisions they're making that don't benefit the American people. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, whether you're a Trump supporter or a Kamala supporter, what they doing ain't benefiting none of us, neither one of us. While we out here bickering amongst each other, Kamala, Trump, yeah, they and we ain't paying no attention. But I am. And as long as you keep watching me, I'm going to tell you. If you don't like it, go watch The View. But I'm going to hit you with reality. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. Like me or not, call me the most pessimistic channel on YouTube. I don't care what you call me. But you ain't going to say I'm lying and be truthful about it. The ports. Canada's ports shut down. Our ports, the strike we just had, it ain't over. All this, I know going on. Part of one big diabolical plan. I'm going to address y'all more about some information I heard about this port. What's going on. I got to be careful how I do it because this is my livelihood. But I'm going to say this. The union workers ain't the problem. The union workers are us. The union workers are fighting for what I'm sitting up here telling you I don't have anymore. Hopes and dreams. They're fighting for us to still have hopes and dreams. For us to still have a place where we can work hard and achieve our goals without something interfering with your hard work. Out of your control. Replacing you with robots. It's all coming. It's all coming. You can take this blue pill and stay in your world and see things the way you see it right now in La La Land. Everything just fine. Or take this red pill. Never be the same again. I messed around and took it. The red pill. Not just that. modern women relationship red pill. I'm talking about reality red pill. Seeing the world for what it is, not just women, the entire world. Politicians, the government. When I took the red pill, that when I woke up and realized, hey, them Democrats been playing, that would hit me to the Democrats, the damn red pill. I already knew about the Republicans, but I thought the Democrats was on my side. Now I know neither one of them. Both of them locked and loaded with each other. The red pill allowed me to see Trump is all we got as American people. And they want to put every narrative out there about them they can to make you not follow them, not listen to them. Anybody that rises up against their agenda, they're going to shame them. They're going to ostracize them. They're going to smear their name. Y'all telling me to do that. I ain't, Because I know how quickly people turn against you. When that media get a hold to you, start, you know he this, he that, he did it, and y'all start believing everything the media tell you. Somebody you've been knowing for 30 years, the media come telling you you don't know him. And you'll believe the media instead of the person you've been knowing 30 years. We're in trouble. Our Manchurian president has been instructed to escalate WW3 before Trump get in office. Watch what I tell you. Watch how fast this thing moves. They're trying to get it done before inauguration. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we have a full-fledged worldwide escalation with everybody in it now before inauguration. They moving their pace up. Speed it up, Joe Biden. Whoever controlling them, speed it up. We had an unexpected glitch. We wasn't prepared for Trump to win. We didn't know he was going to have the support that he had. So they couldn't steal it this time. They had to let him in. Or there would have been civil unrest. So they had to let him in. So now they got to do plan B. Speed it up before he get in there. Get it started. The way when he get in there, it's too late. I hope I'm wrong. But I rarely am. This time I hope I'm wrong. Get it, got it, good, bye.